Okay, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praise unto Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Rakakwadash. Slakia. All honor, glory, and praise unto Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of the Great Millstone. All right, peace, blessings, salutations to the hopeful elect Akim pushing this word with truth and sincerity, and shalom to the elect. So-called Negro, Latino, and Native American are the Israelites, God's chosen people of the Bible. All right, this includes the speckled bird, the Israelite foreigner who may look like the heathen, act like the heathen, but their father's line goes back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Salvation is for you and you alone. This is the brother Karataza of Men of Valor, Las Vegas camp. Coming back to you with another lesson, Lord willing, to be edifying. This one more geared to the woman, all right, the sincere woman, all right, or the woman that needs a push in the right direction, who may be a hindrance, but the Lord may be working with her, she may be a pain in the butt to her man, but the Lord may be working with her, all right, to hear and to take heed and counsel, all right, because there is women a part of the elect, even though brothers would tell you you're not needed for the nation of Israel to come back, but the scriptures speak about the elect lady, all right, and in these times, as this lesson is going to be titled, Incoming Isaiah 4:1, warning to the women. All right, warning to you women. All right, times are changing. All right, closer we get to the Lord coming back, Yahweh Shai returning. All right, that means that order is going to be restored, and your queendom and joint rulership with Esau Edom, all right, is done. Which Esau Edom, the so-called white man, is the serpent of the garden. All right, he has that same spirit. When he sensed that pact that you made with him, so you could get what you wanted. All right, once that goes, his rulership goes down. He's getting rid of you. All right, he's gonna cast you off first, which you could see him doing. Just as you saw those 400. I may be off with the number, but those 400 some odd jobs that the so-called black women been losing. All right, and Slaki, I wanted to put a video in here, which this lesson was inspired by, but I couldn't find it again. Okay, but I'll explain it. Pretty much, it was a so-called could have been a white-looking woman in Walmart who was approached by two males wearing Walmart, attire, like they was working there, and pretty much they had showed her a picture of her car, said, and tried to lure her back outside of the Walmart, and she got a funny feeling and went up to the manager, and then he confirmed that they weren't a part of, they weren't employees. And pretty much, I think she took a picture of them and showed the manager, and he said, yeah, they not employees. But the manager told her, like, yo, when you go back to your car, don't touch nothing, no handles, steering wheel, or whatever, because I guess they were inside of her car, too. I don't know. I can't remember the exact story, so Slakia. I couldn't find the video on YouTube again. It wasn't in my history, so pretty much at the end of the day, I just wanted to get this message out. Through the will and power of Yahweh Shem Shai, it get heard, and fall upon the ears of the elect. Okay. But yeah, these times, man, people in a perverse spirit, a wicked spirit, and the Lord has created spirits of vengeance, all right? So as it says, we got to walk circumspectly, especially for you women. And the thing is that you women, hey, or not, designed to be, protectors, not designed to be, on your toes 24/7. All right. And that's because the Lord made man to be that protector, a provider, So it says this in Isaiah 32:2, and a man shall be as a hiding place from the wind, and a covert from the tempest, as rivers of water in a dry place, as a shadow of a great rock in a weary land. All right, so a man is going to be that covert. Let's go into that word covert, It says H5643 says a covering, shelter, hiding place, secrecy, covering, cover, shelter, protection. Okay. So man's going to be that protection from these things, but even from wickedness, and it goes more so to a man of the Lord, because a man dwelling with wisdom, has protection, as it says in Isaiah 33:6, which we love to go into. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord Yahweh is his treasure, which, when you dwell, in righteousness, the Lord shall have no harm unto thee. Okay, so you need a man of the Lord walking in that wisdom and knowledge in these upcoming times, as we're entering a time of Jacob's trouble. All right, where this devil's going to show his wrath. All right, he's already shown it, but the laws that he puts in place, and the hell that he brings into this world, it's going to make people, bug out. It's going to make that cold spirit go out. All right. And if you don't have wisdom and knowledge, you're going to fall. You're not going to be able to endure these times. Okay. And one thing about you women, the Lord, you have some educated sisters, but at the end of the day, the Lord did not make wisdom dwell with you. Slakia. As the order, we don't have more wisdom than Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. As it says that the Lord, what man thinks leads unto death. But if you follow the way of the Lord, that's the only salvation you have. This is Job 39, and this was actually comparing a woman to a ostrich, But 39:17, it says this. It says, because the Most High hath deprived her of wisdom, neither hath he imparted to her understanding. All right, and that understanding is to be given unto her by her man, and for her to follow direction. Okay? And the majority of women are in for a rude awakening. All right, which is necessary because the Lord needs to humble, the majority of the women, especially that are dwelling in this beast system, because they have been, pretty much hyped up to a point where they think they can handle anything. All right, as the prophecy in Jeremiah says. A day shall come where a woman shall compass a man. Well, that day has came. Esau Edom has flipped the world upside down, put wickedness for righteousness. All right. And you women are a prime example, okay, as being a leader over the household when that should have never took place. But that was just I can't say it should have never took place, but it was necessary for the Most High to do that as a chastisement and and for experience of the elect to go through. But we know that that's not how uh, life is supposed to be ordained, all right, and actually lived by, all right. That's an order from Satan, not Yahweh Shimon Shai. I just want to make sure I got enough time. My brother's phone is on. You see it. It's about to go out, but we're gonna get through this lesson. Lord's will. All right, so back on track, man. Verse 18, it says, "Hast thou given the horse strength? Hast thou clothed?" Saki, I wanted to read 18. "What time she lifteth up herself on high, she scorneth the horse and his rider." Okay, and that scorn, to mock. All right. Now this ostrich will put up will laugh at a horse and his rider when it's just an ostrich. Okay, and that horse, is power, man. Okay, but yet she's gonna mock at it like she's better than it. Now that's just an example. Okay, and the Lord is gonna do away with that pride. And when as he puts more things on the earth to bring that woman back to her estate, her true estate, it's gonna break a woman down. As it says, she that is my enemy shall be trodden down as the mire in the streets. Well, the elect woman is going to repent at that time. Let me rephrase that. When they are completely trodden down, it ain't no coming back. But when a woman gets to a low enough estate to humble herself and allow, all right, or to follow Yahweh Bashim Al Shai, or to follow her man, okay, then that is the beginning of her salvation. See, women will have dreams and then still, and see these prophetic things, whether it be, I was just talking to a brother on the phone about his woman having, still giving him hell after hearing her, after her having a dream about her being raped. And the brother not being able to help her. But hey, whether it be a week or a month later, yet you still back into your old ways, and causing the brother hell. All right. So my question is to you: what do you think that they would have done with that white girl if she didn't go and seek a manager? All right, if she would have just walked outside, not being circumspect. All right, they was gonna have their way with her. They might have KID napped her. Who knows? Okay. This is Isaiah 32. In verse 9 it says, "Rise up, ye women that are at ease, hear my voice, ye careless daughters, give ear unto my speech." All right, and that this applies to all of Israel, men too, because a man is likened, or the nation of Israel, Jerusalem is likened unto a comely and delicate woman. Jeremiah 6:2, I believe. Okay, so, but the woman is at ease. A woman is hypergamous by nature. They look for the easy come up. They want a comfortable lifestyle. All right, but it's saying, hey, It's time you rise. Let's look at what it say in rise up. And Kwam, you know, become powerful. How do you get the power? All right, you got to go through your man. Your true power is wisdom. Let's look at this. It say ratify, establish, impose. What does it mean to ratify? Make to make binding, to be raised up. Yeah. Well, how are you going to stand up? Be valid, be proven, be fulfilled, to be fixed. Come back in that righteous way. All right? Because that's what it says, give ear unto my speech. And that starts with the giving heed to the prophets. All right? Giving heed to the direction by your covering, which is your man. Many days shall ye be troubled, ye careless women, for the vintage shall fail, the gathering shall not come. The things that you think this world's supposed to be, that that wine that you've been drinking off of Esau's distillery or winery, his Western philosophy that's been blowing your head up to be something that it ain't. You're seeing that fail. That's why you can't get the help that you once had. And when it all goes away, you're going to be left mentally unstable. If you're not already. It says, tremble ye women that are at ease, be troubled ye careless ones, strip you, make you bare, and gird sackcloth upon thy loins. They shall lament for the teats, for the pleasant fields, for the fruitful vine. And all those good things that you once had, which were Esau's, gifts, wake, food stamps. Those are all being done away with, man. All right. So what you gonna do when it ain't safe to go shopping? When Jacob's trouble breaks out, when war comes, when whether it be another lockdown, race riots, whatever, when the police ain't being police no more, what you gonna do without your man? If groups of people see you walking alone, best know they gonna take you straight up. Sirach 36:25, where no hedges, there the possession is spoiled. And as it says, when a man getteth a wife, he getteth a possession. Okay, as the rest of the scripture says, yeah. The woman is our joy. It says, and he that hath no wife will wander up and down mourning. Yeah, a woman is the gladness of a man. But that's a pillar of rest, as it says in the verse above. All right. But most of you women ain't a pillar of rest. Let's be honest. And for those of you that are, and are the Israelite, stock, hey, may Yahweh Shemiah shall have an election upon your house. All right? May He have grace and mercy on you and hide you from these things. All right? Because you're going to need it. You're going to need your man. Might call this lesson that. You gonna need a man. Get some act right. Matthew 24:12. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. All right. Yeah. Iniquity is running rampant in Babylon. All right. Look at the news and see how many crazy, demons there are out there. How many different different, spirits on these people to do wickedness. Often their whole family, just, you can't make half the stuff up. And who's receiving a lot of judgment? Hey, the woman is. All right. Starts with Israel. But the women, you see a lot more women in the news than men. Or you see the man, often the woman for being a harlot. Just, it's a crazy world. But hey, it's all just through Yahweh Shem Shah, because that's righteous judgment. Okay. Let's get Zechariah 14:2. For I will gather all nations against Jerusalem to battle, and the city shall be taken, and the houses rifled, and the women ravished. All right, what you think? You can see it on the right hand side in the NLT. What you think ravished me? I'll get ran through. And half of the city, and not by you wanting it. And half of the city shall go forth into captivity, and the residue of the people shall not be cut off from the city. Okay. The point being, hey, we're gonna see some things happen in these upcoming times. All right. Yet, hey, the Lord showing, that hey, this cruel king of Babylon, he putting stuff in play, and the Lord's working on his mind to do these things. All right, he's setting up an all-out attack on Jacob. If you ain't been paying attention, building more barbed wire houses. All right, more alligator Alcatrazes, more sinners for you sinners. Okay. So you better repent and get right with the Lord. That goes for both man and woman. But you women need to humble yourself. And if you don't got a man, pray the Lord provide you with one. And don't be surprised if he got another one. This is Isaiah 13:11. It says, and I will punish the world for their evil. Yeah, the Lord is coming back to punish the world. All right. The Lord's ready to put judgment on this place. And the wicked for their iniquity, and I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease. Slakia. And will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible. All right, see? That goes for Babylon the Great. But we going to apply it to you women too, because you women is proud. I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir. Okay? That's the the rarity of a man of the Lord. Cause what's the price of gold right now? Like three bands? It might be more. I ain't been keeping up on it, but you know. Therefore, I will shake the heavens, and the earth shall remove out of her place in the wrath of Yahweh of hosts, and in the day of his fierce anger. Okay, this is just to build. Hey, we persuade men through the fear and terror of the Lord, and shall be as a chaste robe, and as a sheep that no man taketh up. They shall every man turn to his own people, and flee everyone into his own land. And that's speaking of these other nations, running back to their own countries. But Babylon's not going to be a good place to be in, and especially during these upcoming times. It is prophesied this place is going to be, burnt the F up. But we're going to see, there's going to be war on the field. There's going to be, riots, sedition amongst men, chaos, disorder. Everyone that is found shall be thrust through. Everyone that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword. Okay? So who's joined unto, the wicked? Joined unto Esau, Edom. All right? The American lifestyle. Their children also shall be dashed to pieces before their eyes. Their houses shall be spoiled, and their wives ravished. Okay, whether that be by a sleeper cell, hey, whomever may get a hold of you, they not going the majority of them ain't going to be there to save you. All right? So, Lord willing, this persuades you to get right. Listen to your man. Hey, Lord, I wish I could have had the video, because it's just another example. It's just another reason, which most of you women ain't even gonna pay attention to it until it's here. But hey, it's a warning that we must give you. Lord willing, it's been an edifying lesson. And give all honor, glory, and praise unto Yahweh Shemel Shai. Till the next time, shalom to the elect. Kwam Yasharala Wa Ba.